you're gonna have these chunks. Maybe you sleep for like an hour or two. You don't have like long stretches to do stuff when your kids are babies. So I would run for a short period of time and then, detach and then just close up the end of this line. And I'll show you how to do it when I detach, but you can take the cap from your saline flush or your heparin flush and put it on the end of this. They do make specialized caps, but I have found that your cap for your saline works really well, and it can go on the end of your line, and then you can use the same tubing the next day if you do not have enough, or you can run your bag in short spurts over the course of a day, because that can also be like very helpful. Like sometimes I need it to run more slowly for whatever reason. I don't today. But especially at the beginning, I did not mess around with running my line fast. It's dangerous. It puts like pressure on your heart and on your body. Like you're gonna feel it. Like it doesn't feel good. When I've done too many fluids, I get this feeling of discomfort, like right here, like right at the top of my stomach, but it's like deep, like into my chest. And I just know, like I did, I'm pushing right to the point where maybe I crossed it a little bit. But it's hard because like you want every bit of those fluids in your body because they're going to help your gut and they're going to make you feel so much better, and you don't want to go slow. Okay, one other thing. So I check very frequently to make sure, is it dripping? Don't just assume, because I am a big dum-dum. Like, I'm a giant idiot, which is fine. But I very frequently will forget to open this. or I accidentally close this one, and I'll be sitting here for like 20 minutes. I look up and I'm like, wow, my bag's still really full. And it's because my line's not running. Hey, one last thing. When I need to use both hands to do something and I have to move my line around, I just carry it like this for short periods. Alright, so I finished my whole line. Now I'm going to detach real quick. My hands are clean. You can wear gloves for this. Your nurses should wear gloves for this. So I tear off the top and I get my alcohol or chlorhexidine wipe relics ready. First you flush with saline. So I'm gonna undo the cap a little and undo this a tiny bit, but not all the way. So if I were gonna save my line, I take the cap. I'm careful not to touch the top of it. Finish unscrewing. And then you can put the cap right on the end of the line. And then if you wanted to reuse your line with a different bag, you could. Or if you finished half the bag and wanted to finish the rest later, this is how you save your line. And then you do not let it drop on the floor. You just hang it over the top of the hook that you already have. So before I attach this, and again, I'm gonna do a 10-second cleanse here. This is important. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then pull down, push up, upside down, and then you lock it with heparin. You don't need this. This is 5 milliliters of heparin. You probably only need 2.5 milliliters to lock your line. Again, I'm gonna get the air out of there. If you have a nurse do this, have them clean it again. Heparin. again, upside down in the line. Not pushing the plunger 100% of the way in. These are those green caps that I was talking about. Inside there's like a little sponge and it's filled with antiseptic chlorhexidine to keep your line clean. Then you just twist it on, lock your line, and then you can just tuck this. I have a sports bra on, but I just tuck it right into my bra. So you can't even hardly see it, and if you put a t-shirt on, you're not gonna see it either. And then I leave my line in for, I'm supposed to leave it in for like maximum like 2 or 3 days. I think that varies greatly between people. I think some people leave their lines in longer. Some of it depends on like your supplies, you know, if they give you enough to change it more frequently. I like to try to leave it in for a couple of days because it sucks accessing it. But yeah, I'm pretty much good to go for a couple of days, and that's that. And then when I pull the line out, I can do another video there, but you just take off the tape and pull it out, and you'll get one of those little red like buckets for your needles. And I'll show you a little trick when I take it out later, but you kind of take the needle and you put it against a flat surface like a wall or table to bend the needle down before you stick it in your red container. And then with the red containers, it's crazy. Even though they're medical supplies, to get rid of them, you are supposed to wrap them in duct tape and throw them in the trash. Okay, so I'm ready to go about my day. I've done my fluids. I have my line accessed, but you really can't, I mean, it's in there, but you can't really see it. I'm going to take probably Hildy to like the park or splash park today. You cannot go swimming with the line accessed. If you've got a needle in, you cannot submerge it. You cannot get into a bathtub. You can take a shower. You can run under a sprinkler. You can go to the splash park. You can do that stuff. You can give your grandchildren like a bath and they can splash you and you don't really need to worry about it. But like, I'm not gonna do stuff where I have the potential to get like really filthy. So I'm not gonna go rolling around in the mud, or, you know, I'm not gonna take the chance of anything really horrifying like dirt, mud, food getting on my line. So once I have pulled the line and there's nothing in there, I can go swimming. I can take a bath. I can go swimming in a lake. When you first get it, you'll need to keep it covered with a small Tegaderm, like even when there's not a needle in it. So like the first few weeks or months or whatever, if you are gonna like take a shower or jump in a pool or lake or whatever, you just cover it.